Boys, we gotta talk. There are some huge changes that are actively happening in my life right now, and I want everybody to be aware of it because it's obviously going to take a toll on me and this channel. But first, I am in suit mode. I am essentially everybody's banker who is watching this video who recently bought my merch, because there has been a problem. There's been a problem with this merch. Now, if you are one of the few, and I say one of the few, it's actually been a majority of the people who purchased the Teespring campaign merch that I did recently. We marketed it like crazy. Shout out my boy Ryan. He did a remake version of the old intro in a newer style. It was really cool. We had so much merch on there, and a lot of people bought it. It was a massive success on the sales. It was absolutely massive. So thank you a lot. Now, if you're wondering, where does this go? How does this happen from here? Well, I have my suit and tie on. You have some Kirby gameplay on the screen. Here's how this is gonna go. Stick around to the end though, because we have a lot of changes coming that I'll talk about later on, but let's talk about the first. The problems. The problem is that now they're no longer called Teespring, they're called Spring. They have no Twitter account. It's completely wiped, right? I have not received my money from them. I have not. I should have gotten this money 3 months ago. I have not. That's number one. Number two, you guys, people in my community bought the merch. They should have gotten the tees and the hoodies and the crews, whatever. Anything they bought, they should have gotten that a month and a half, 2 months ago. They didn't get that. Only very few people actually brought the merch home. Like, a lot of people just did not get their merch. I don't know, like, what happened. So I've been talking to them a lot, and I'm not gonna go into full detail, but the TLDR is that they have new management that runs everything, and they recently had an issue in their technician services, their words, not mine, to where it has caused payout delays and shipment delays. So this is a really unfortunate circumstance that only myself, but you guys have also been all collectively, I guess all of us collectively, have just not gotten anything. Nobody's gotten anything, bro, at all. So, look, man, it's a really frustrating process to be in, because I never thought I had to make a video about this. Oh, wow, I know a YouTuber saying that. No, I genuinely meant, like, I never thought I had to, because I'm just like, okay, well, I'm using a website that has literally never had problems ever, right? This website has never had problems ever. Like, I'm gonna use this site that I've been using for years that other massive creators have used. It's light work. And then now here we are, and well, no one has gotten anything. Sorry, a few people have gotten stuff. So if you were the few people that actually did get the merch, hey, bro, you won the 50-50, bro. Straight up, bro. That is a rarity. Don't scalp it, though. The TLDR truly is that just no one has gotten anything, and don't worry, don't stress. Like I said, your banker is sat here with Kirby gameplay. I have my suit and tie on. This isn't really an issue in terms of like end all be all. There's a support ticket that I will leave pinned in the comment section down below. Give them your, I think they usually typically give you like an ID number, if not like an order number. Give them all the required information. Tell them, hey, I got all of this. I have not received it. Make that ticket. Wait for the response. If the response is not something along the lines of, okay, we're gonna try and work out a refund, well then contact your bank and get your damn money back. Contact your bank, tell your damn bank, yo bro, I did not get this product that I bought. Just give my money back. You will get it back. My friends did this, they got their money back, you will too. It sucks that it has to get to this point, but it is really frustrating. And if it's not obvious, guys, two things. I am never using these services ever again. And I implore you all to not only not do the same, but even if you're like a creator out there watching, don't use these services. I've never had problems with them. I have been using these guys as old as 2016. We used to do the UCL merch with this stuff. No issues. And they're not a small site at all. They're huge. So whatever new changes that they made, IMO cooked it, bro. It's cooked. It's cooked. So I don't plan to use their services again, which I hope you all don't either, because we all got screwed off this. And I don't know, I didn't like it. And obviously, of course, we are going to, when everybody else is sorted, in about a month's time, we are going to be re-releasing the merch on a more trusted site. It's already uploaded. I don't feel as though it's right to be all like, hey, like, I know you spent your money on this merch and you haven't gotten it, but I've re-uploaded to another site, spend again. I don't really necessarily feel as though that's right. So in about like a month's time, and hopefully people start getting everything that they need, like, back to them, we'll release it again, because I know people really wanted it. The only reason why it was dropped in the first place was for ludicrously high demand. I'd get emails literally monthly being like, bro, re-release this. I never got this the first time around. Re-release this, re-release this. You know what I mean? So I did. So I know people really want it. So I'm going to re-release it eventually in a month's time, when hopefully all this is sorted for not only myself, but for you guys as well too. The reality of it is, though, is that I've not been paid. What the hell's going on? So let's get that out the way. That's the only bad. Let's get that out the way. The good is that I'm going back into my roots when it comes to content on this channel, and my mindset with this channel, and just I think with my mindset in Pokemon, we're going on the Go Dark. We are going on the Go Dark. If you're old enough to remember, and you've been supporting me for well over 10 years now at this point, you would know that I am absolutely broken at Pokemon. It doesn't matter what some Joe Schmo says in a draft league comment. I am stupidly snapped at this game. Like, billions of tournaments I've won, bro. Like, on the weirdest of places. Pokemon Showdown, Pokemon Online. Shout out Pokemon Online, bro. Pokemon Online Battle. It was another one that was trying to be a little bit like Pokemon Online. It was really cool, actually. It came out on X and Y time. I loved it. Won a few tournaments off that. It was really cool. And this is like when it was a lot like smaller. So like the tournaments wouldn't be like Smogon threaded. Like it would just be like, hey, is a tournament happening here today? Sign up, same day. Let's run and do it. You know what I mean? I'll just run a gauntlet, right? I hit rank 1 in damn near every OU ever. I'm pretty sure I have a rank 1 on every tier ever, right? So it's just like, I've done it all, you know what I mean? Basically, okay, enough with the self-glaze, bro, because I'm about to bust. Let me cool out with that. Regardless, I'm going back in this Go Dark. In the last like year and a half, 2 years of draft has come back in the last 2 years now. Officially been 2 years now, actually, because we brought it back March of 2023. It was like me, Joey, and a ton of other people have been huge help on bringing it back. The entire draft community single-handedly has pushed draft back into the medium of Pokemon again to where it's real. If that's an insane statement for you, you are not around in the Sword and Shield era where draft damn near was dead. It wasn't real. Draft was dead. It wasn't real because we had an awful timer. And I'm talking about Wi-Fi, bro. Like, obviously, like, you know, there was showdown drafts and stuff. They were fine on whatchamacallit, on Gen 8 for a little bit. But no, draft as a medium was dying / dead until we brought it back. And I was a huge help with that, right? Like, I've been doing draft, I think, longer than anybody else who actively does it right now. Which I mentioned it a lot only because some people are like, really? I'm like, yes. It's crazy. It's crazy. But basically, I kind of like, I don't want to say fall out of love. I guess the passion wasn't really there. Like, I'm passionate when I talk about it, but it wasn't really there in terms of like, I could keep doing it, but I was kind of doing it, I guess, more for the I really want to win, but if I don't, I guess like it's gonna suck, but like we can still try and get entertaining content off it. I just feel like it wasn't really there, right? Because I haven't really been performing the best, right? I don't think I've top cut at all, right? At all. I don't think I've come close many times, and in the last 4 draft leagues, I've gone positive, and I've been like literally a spot or two away from top cutting. But the TLDR is, you know, when you clean your 1985 car and then it doesn't run as fast? Yeah, that's me. Like, washed. And we're leaving that realm. Like, he's still there in the brain, but the decision making really just comes from just playing a lot. And I'll be honest with you, I've not really been laddering at all. You know what I've been doing? Hitting the top less than 1% in like 60 different games. I've hit Celestial like 2 different times on 2 different alt accounts in Marvel Rivals. I've hit GM and almost top 100 in Overwatch in every single role. Right? I'm nice like that, bro. I've won premier betas in Valorant, and I've also hit Diamond 2, close Diamond 1, and Diamond and Valorant like several times. To be fair, Valorant was like probably my first style of game like that, so that was a hard learning curve for me. Oh, I hit freaking what's the second? The second highest rank in Apex Legends. I don't know what the hell it's called. I forget at this point now, but I did get close to Pred. I got close to Pred several times, actually. So I was busted at that game as well, too. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Regardless, if you're wondering, yes, this is a self-stroke contest right now. I am goated at games. I stream them nonstop, dude. I'm absolutely horrifically broken at Unite, bro. To the point where people are pleading I go pro. but it's a process for that game to go pro. And this isn't really like an ego of when I'm saying all this. This is pure confidence. I've worked really hard to amount for these conclusions. I've worked really hard for this, and I've spent several years on these accomplishments. So yes, I am going to flex, I am going to boast, and I'm very proud of it. You know what I mean? My hard work paid off when it came to this. But I guess the conclusion with it is I feel like I've not like, I could be working harder when it comes to, I guess, Pokemon, and I guess the passion wasn't really there because I don't know. I don't like Terra. If I'm being honest with you, I don't like Terra, and I don't like Gen 9 meta. I absolutely love Gen 7. Everything beyond Gen 7 has been downhill. I know it's a really hot take, but everything after like Usum has been like downhill. Like I don't. Obviously, I don't like Z moves. I don't know really who does, but like I just loved having megas and new mons at the same time. It was like a full dex of so many mons. You know what I mean? I loved it. And yeah, you can Nat Dex, and I've done Nat Dex leagues. I think I did a Nat Dex league recently in Gen 9 where I got second place, like almost won. I got second place, but I don't know, man. I feel like Gen 9 I've not really been liking, but to the point now, I kind of just am gonna push through. I've been really like falling, I guess because I've really hit 10 years, falling back in love with what I used to do on this channel. And what I used to do is I'd only use this channel for kind of like competitive content. I wouldn't necessarily like watch YouTubers. Like I wasn't like, I watched Smosh growing up. I watched a couple Smosh videos. I think Smosh is probably like the oldest YouTubers I watched, like Smosh and like Fred. I didn't watch Fred, but obviously everybody knew him, or like Annoying Orange, which I never got the hype. But I was an AMV guy, bro. I was on YouTube watching Sasuke and Gaara with Linkin Park faint. I get the way you did before. You know what I'm saying, dude? I was deep breaking Benjamin, dude. Evan, I was on that, bro. I was on that, dude. My entire channel, it's numb. The numb comes from Linkin Park because I found Linkin Park through AMVs. Plus, also, they're literally the greatest band of all time. Fight your mom. They're literally the greatest band of all time. You know what I'm saying? Of all time. Rip Chester to go, bro. Chester to go. Had to get that out of the way. But regardless, guys, I'm going to be going through a journey where I'm going to be trying to go for rank 1 in several tiers. I tried posting Showdown content, and it was doing absolutely horrible. On this channel, and throughout talking to other people and kind of doing my own research, Showdown doesn't really do well until it's like a brand new generation. So I guess I'm just gonna wait for that window. When a new gen comes out, we'll spam a lot of Showdown, but for the time being, no, at least publicly. Why? Because it leads us to my next point. We're gonna start doing members only content, and it's a bit at this point now because I've been mentioning this now for severe interest in this since the beginning of this year. Around like the first week of January, I've been really doing members only content, but I'm a chronic overthinker, and I want to do it the right way. And sometimes just doing it is better than doing it the right way. And that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. I found the right way. This is exactly what we're gonna be doing, right? So if you like the old school content that I used to post, whether it was old school Let's Plays or old school Showdown Lives, right, with the Frog Forest, Sonic Heroes OST, you like that and you're there and you found me throughout that era, yes, there are people that actually found me in Switch Scarvy era who don't even know about that. Tap in. For $5 a month, you can actually get some great members-only content. And not only that, you also get access to our Discord server, right? Where there's a ton of people who talk in there almost daily with strong community in there, right? Very loving community in there. Shout out to Goats in there, you know who you are. And we also do tournaments in there. So that $5 value, I cannot stress enough, is absolutely broken. It's broken, bro. It's actually broken. So if you like all that, we're going to be trying to go for rank 1. Sorry, I'm really dehydrated. I'm really dehydrated, so you just gotta have to deal with it. I'm just not gonna cut it out because I want to keep this video as raw as possible. But yeah, if you really like that, we're gonna be doing members only content. And for the longest time, I felt kind of bad doing that. Like I'm a really weird YouTuber because I hate doing things like this. I'm just like, bro, like that's why I'm trolling, bro. Like the YouTubers that do this are chilling, bro. You know what I mean? I need to do this because that's my job, bro. That's my job. People do Patreons, bro. People do Patreons for like $5, $10 a month where you would get to see like the full raw unedited content of like their games or like you know, like unfiltered unedited content, you know what I mean, like all the time. And I'm just like, bro, like I just shouldn't, I don't know, people on stream chat tell me all the time I shouldn't feel bad about stuff like this, and I really shouldn't, dude. Like it's my job. But like that's, if you want to support me to the highest potential possible, memberships is a really true way. We're having a huge monetization change upcoming in May. To where a lot of people don't fully know the extent. Some people think it's gonna be good, some people think it's gonna be bad. I guess we'll wait and see how it goes. But if you would like to support, I'd greatly appreciate it. It's $5 a month, like I said again. It's right on the channel. You just hit the giant join button, and you also get emotes. I'm telling you, you get 1,000,001 things for that $5. It's actually incredible value, right? And I'm pretty sure most would value that for 30. Not us though, we got it 5. So tap into that. I really appreciate it. And the TLDR is that I want to win a draft league this year. I want to hit rank 1 this year. I want to win a tournament this year. Because next year, we're going to be doing a VGC circuit next year. The San Francisco one, not this one, the Anaheim one. Like I'm not playing. If at this point I would have already had to have been playing, bro. It's in like 5 months. I would have to already have started. You know what I mean? Or if I start right now, I have to religiously put everything for it. You know what I mean? But next year I really want to see how well I do in VGC. Because that's so not to say it's so easy, but for most people I feel like it's a bit difficult because they're like, this is like their introduction to Pokemon. I'm playing competitive Pokemon as long as I can remember. So like I know my typings, I know the mons, I know their spreads, I know their stats off the top of my head. Really wouldn't be that hard for me, but the difficult part is the learning curve of VGC, because I'm not a VGC player, so that'll be the learning curve, right? And that just comes with experience. So regardless, I really want to do that. No ego, just straight open-minded. I really want to do that, and we're gonna try and document that process for next year. But for the time being, we are what I like to call going in a GOAT arc. We are on the GOAT train. Tap in, take a seat, guys. The conductor's got his hat on, bro. Choo choo, woo woo. You know what it is, man, guys. That's really just, I think, it with everything I got going on. If you love, I guess, more entertainment content that are gonna be less competitive, my Pelly channel is up. It's up. Right, I'm making completely different changing content on that channel as well too, that I'm not going to be doing an updated video about. I've talked about it several times on stream. I'm just going to be moving away from that direction of content and doing something different that I think people will be really excited to see. And we'll start that up here next week. But guys, as soon as next week, which is the 28th, you guys will start seeing the members only content. So yeah, I'm excited about that. A lot of change that I think is going in the right direction, and I'm really excited about this change. And I'm really excited. I'm gonna make a lot of Yap videos as well too, because I like talking about Pokemon. I always have, bro. I can talk about Pokemon anything for God knows how long, right? I've talked about doing a Pokemon podcast forever. Like just talk about anything Pokemon. Like I like talking about Pokemon. I really do. Plus, I know my stuff. You know what I mean? I know my stuff. So, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Sorry if sometimes I kind of yap that. Okay, I should stop saying sorry for things like that. I have a bad habit. I'm sorry. But, like, I guess I feel as though as the last year and a half, I've lost my confidence when it comes to competitive Pokemon. So, I apologize a lot. So, I'm trying to rebuild back on that because I really just am nice at this game, bro. So, I just gotta, you know, we gotta polish it. The wheel's a little rusty right now. We gotta polish it. You know what I'm saying? Boys, thank you for watching. And I will see y'all this week with some cool streams, some cool videos. And like I said, I'll leave in the pinned description on how to resolve the solution if you've not gotten your merch, right? So cross your fingers and keep it posted. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all.